That's the stuff I can never help with.
I completely forgot, naturally. Wasn't even thinking. Hi, John.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Hi, Don.
Hi.
Hi, Don.
Look at this.
I got back from a gig 3 minutes ago, so I'm gonna stop videoing a little bit and have some dinner.
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry. What did I just do? Hold on.
I'm going to Samara Joy's concert tonight.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, that'll be
where
fun.
is she going to be?
She's going to be at St. Louis Jazz at the Bistro.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I saw her 2 months ago, maybe a month ago.
Oh, wow. How was it?
Oh, I think she's got a great voice. I think she's got a great voice.
She's so young, you know.
She's young. Yeah, I think she's only going to get better.
Yeah.
I hear some underlying but.
Yes.
I don't want to say anything negative.
Yes,
because
thank
No
you.
thank you in there. No, thank you.
I think
She
she's
won a
great.
Grammy.
She won two
She won
Grammys.
2 Grammys, yeah.
Yeah,
And that's just not her grandmother's nickname.
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, let me know what you think.
I will.
Yeah. It's she's definitely okay. Is everybody here? Let's see. Oh yeah, I think everybody's here because we're not going to have.
Laurel.
We're not going to. 2 people told me they're not going to. Roger's not going to be here, and Heather's not going to be here. So we're. Hi Cheryl. Hi Beryl.
Hi,
Hi. How are you doing?
not so good.
Why?
We had a big earthquake this morning.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Are you
How big?
4.5 in 4.5 in Yokohama and 5+ in Chiba, which is about an hour from here. So it's very close.
Are you okay? I mean, what's your house like? Or
Oh, the house is fine.
okay.
Did it last a long time? Did it shake for a
It
long
did.
time?
It did. It was I'm on the 2nd floor.
Mm.
So you understand Yuka,
Yes,
right?
I
Yeah,
do.
I
got
grew
one.
up with
I
it.
was in one too.
Well,
So-
we in Los Angeles understand too.
Yeah, we've been lucky. I don't want to say anything.
Hey,
Don't jinx it.
I'm not gonna say anything. No.
We have 2. We haven't had one in a long time,
Really?
Yeah, but 4:30 in the morning, I'm like,
It's that lunar
Bad
eclipse. I
times.
tell you, I always get
The
scared.
lunar eclipse. Ooh.
I always
okay.
get scared of those eclipses. I don't know. I have a theory that they're connected.
All right. Ooh.
Say they're not. So
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
well, thanks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
actually, it wasn't that long ago, right?
What?
When you
Yeah,
had the earthquake.
3 hours ago.
Oh my God.
Yes, it's
Yeah, 'cause
7:30.
I didn't hear about it,
It just happened 3 hours ago.
Yeah. So what I want to play a song. I haven't gotten a jazz song. Anybody want to have a song they want me to play? I mean a song other than your own.
Gordon Lightfoot passed away. I don't know if y'all
Oh.
like him, but he passed
Yeah.
away like May 1st.
Yeah, we could do If You Could Read My Mind. That's a good song.
Love that song.
Okay, good. Okay, I'll play it. I'm going to say today, I went to see his concert years ago when he was big, when he was like, having all the hits. And I fell asleep in the middle of it. I remember that. Which is, he was great though, but he wasn't the world's most exciting guy.
Mm.
But okay. Oh, I didn't do the thing. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you did, the recording.
I did the recording. I didn't do Share sound, optimize for video. That's what I need to do. Okay. Okay. Why it's so slow today is beyond me. Okay. Oh, I listened to it already. I did listen to it this week. Okay. Well, I don't have the lyrics. Let's see. I can get the lyrics. Wait a minute. Oh. Wait a minute. Okay.
If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old time movie about a ghost from a wishing well. In a castle dark or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet, you know that ghost is me. And I will never be set free as long as I'm a ghost you can't see. If I could read your mind, love, what a tale your thoughts could tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind the drugstore sells. When you reach the part where the heartaches come, the hero would be me. Heroes often fail. You won't read that book again because the ending's just too hard to take. I'd walk away like a movie star who gets burned in a three-way script into number two. A movie queen to play the scene of bringing all the good things out in me. But for now, love, let's be real. I never thought I could act this way, and I've got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone and I just can't get it back. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old time movie about a ghost from a wishing well. In a castle dark or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet, the story always ends. If you read between the lines, you'll know that I'm just trying to understand the feelings that you lack. I never thought I could feel this way, and I've got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone and I just can't get it back.
All right. Well, that's more not on the nose, and then I remembered. It's pretty. So what is he's talking to his ex-love, right? And he's sort of trying to understand their relationship ended. And he's sort of using all these scenes to sort of talk about the ending of the love. Anybody else have any other thoughts?
What's the form? Is it AABA? 'Cause
It's
the-
AABA.
Oh, it is, okay, because the
Yeah.
title's in
The
A.
the first A is sort of AB. You know, there's sort of two parts. That second part, and then but he's got a whole bridge.
Mhm.
So it's sort of A B A B C A B. Any other? I like that inner rhyme. He does that nice little inner
Yeah.
rhyme. And it's you know, it's not quite on the first verse is very he's a ghost in a wishing well with a chain on his foot and
A lot of metaphors and.
a lot of metaphors, yeah.
Mhm.
But it's pretty. Nice string arrangement.
You know, I really think that in this case, the music is what touches your soul here. And then one of the chorus, da 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 da.
Oh, you view that as the chorus.
da, da.
I view that as the beat. Just can't get it. Yeah, it might. Well, you know, he starts with "If you could read my mind, babe." That's sort of like starting with A. I think it's I think it's AAB,
Mhm.
AABA. But I understand what you think. No, it's got a beautiful melody.
Oh, beautiful. But then
And
the
the other,
lyrics are kind of a bit out there in terms of being able to connect.
but you know, they sound great. You know, I talk about phrase throwing. Have I mentioned that to you guys? Phrase throwing.
No.
Oh, good. Okay. Phrase throwing are lines that sound really good in a
Mhm.
song, but they don't mean that much. But they sound really good. And there's some songs, you know, what a story, you know, like a paperback novel, the kind the drugstore sells. It's like, that all sounds really nice. I like the way it's not a nice picture and
Kind of
but-
stream of consciousness. That's.
it's, yeah, it's stream of consciousness. That's right.
Mhm.
It's stream of consciousness. And he says some really, you know, about being a movie star and all that. It's sort of fun to listen to, but it's not as on the nose as, you know, Stephen Sondheim lyric or something, or a Dave Frischberg lyric. It's a little bit more metaphorical, you know, poetic.
Mhm.
And I don't think he always wrote in this style. I'm trying to think. Maybe he did. I mean, I'm thinking of Sundown, Carefree Highway. I don't know. You know, what do you think, Don?
I don't really know his work all that well.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, you know, I've listened to it like years ago. I remember the first time I was aware of him was he had a song called Early Morning Rain. And
Oh, yeah.
I was working at a record store. I was 18 years old, and Ian and Sylvia,
Yeah.
a Canadian folk group, husband and wife, they recorded it, and it was on Vanguard. And I looked, what?
In the early morning rain, with no something in my back. Da,
Yeah,
da, 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 da.
yeah. And so I saw his name. I used to always look who wrote things. I went, oh, he wrote, and I think somebody at Joan Baez did it too. And I started seeing his name, and then he put out his own stuff, you know.
Mhm.
Anyway, okay, great. Anybody notice any other techniques, pictures, furniture, inner rhymes? I noticed those.
Lots of furniture, but they were a little grisly.
What was grisly about it?
The chains.
Oh, the chain. That was grisly. Yeah, that was sort of a grisly.
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. but not too grisly. The tone was sort of romantic, dreamy, sort of rueful, like he was like the love affair was over and he's trying to figure it out.
And he's reading his own mind out loud, kind of.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that's right. He's reading his own.
I just found a little clip from an interview that he did where he said he found it more difficult writing extremely personal material like that song was because he didn't have the ability to sort of step back and be objective about his lyrics the way he could when he was writing like as a character. I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, that is. It makes me want to. I just realized the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, wasn't that sort of like a tale? It wasn't personal. It was sort of the tale of what happened to this boat and all that. Yeah. Anyway.
I like the part where he's talking about being in the drugstore and
Yeah.
reading paperback novel, that kind of goes back in time. Like nobody does that anymore, but I remember, so that's kind
I
of
used
nice.
to read paperback novels in a drugstore.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember they used to have those things that were round and the paperbacks would be in the
Yeah.
round, Yeah.
Mhm.
I always would try to read the stuff like, the adult stuff, like the Harold Robbins books and all that stuff. I couldn't read at home, Anyway, I was always trying to read that stuff. Okay, good. Well, I must say I'd say he had about a good 10 songs, hits. He had quite a lot of hits, this guy. So, anyway, sad. Okay, so the assignment is celebrity. Okay, who wants to go first? Nobody. Okay, Mayida.
It's the most different celebrity. I'm going to share screen
Yeah.
and
Was it definitely a celebrity, or did you just say rewrite one of the songs that
Oh,
you worked on?
that's right. I'm sorry. Celebrity was last week. So this is rewrite one of your songs. That's right.
yeah. So actually, I just wrote it.
Good. Good.
Write it, and
I like the title.
the Indiana Jones of Wondrous Plants. And here we go.
Okay.
Tuesday morning farmer's market where we first met. His beat-up blue Buick van was brimming with plants. That's when it started. A Tuesday morning habit filling my wagon with Gary Hammer's Plant Exotica. He was the Indiana Jones of wondrous plants. Would you risk life and limb to bring home some plants no one had seen before from faraway lands? Well, Gary did, and his sweat-stained straw fedora. Gary did, he was the Indiana Jones of wondrous plants. Colombian soldiers locked him in a cell. In Mexico, he broke a leg when from a tree he fell. He met his end not while he was exploring in the wild, but as he crossed the street in Tempe, Arizona, a car eclipsed his life in Arizona. My Gary Hammer garden was an Alice Wonderland. I set myself up as a pro, and I was in demand. Though Gary's gone, exploring in the heavens, he still lives on in every garden I have ever planned. Sticks on fire, Tillandsia, Mexican agave, Westringia, African sage, Diamondia. Gary's smiling face lives on and on, on and on, on and on.
I love this song.
You do?
I think your melody's just great.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I think the melody's great. I think I really get to know the guy. I love this picture. Yeah, I love it. I can't believe how good you sound just singing a cappella, you know?
Thank you.
I love this song. Yeah, I think it's cool. AABA, and then you've got a little C, the end. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's only one thing I don't like. I think, okay. And it's something that I faced on a song this week myself.
Can I guess?
Oh yeah, tell me.
Would you risk life? No, wait, it's yeah. Would you risk life and limb to bring home some plants? And then in the next line, no one had seen before from faraway lands.
Why wouldn't I like that, do you think?
I don't know, because it's one sentence that is separated, divided.
Oh, I see. No, what anybody think? No, why? What I'm gonna pick up?
I think
Okay,
it's that
Lisa.
he was the Indiana Jones just standing by itself like that. Do you think
Yeah.
that is?
Well, I actually think you should make it as part of the first.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mind. I didn't mind that. Actually, I like that. Okay. This is what sort of bothered me. You say the word plants a lot, and you say the word garden a lot. I would look for. I know you're rhyming plants. Definitely garden. I'd look for another. I'd go to a thesaurus and look for another word. So
I
maybe you got to what?
I did.
You
But
did.
a lot more. Yeah, it was a problem with me too.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
other words, so I ended up doing different rhymes and turning, but I could still look for other ways of saying garden and plants and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I would.
So that's
Yeah.
how, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just thought of fedora, fauna and flora.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Where would that be?
With fedora,
Yeah, Flora, wondrous Flora, great.
Wondrous Flora, wondrous.
Teresa, wow, great.
Great, thank you.
Mhm.
I love that. Yeah, so just, I think that's enough on plants. Now look for another one on garden. You've mentioned garden, I think 3 times or.
Let's see. Not in the
Twice.
first, not in the second, not in the third. But
Okay.
here, my Gary Hammer garden was in Alice Wonderland. And then in the last line, he still
Flower,
lives on in every garden I have ever planned.
maybe my Gary Hammond garden,
and every
wait,
patch I've ever planned. Or...
ooh,
Oh, patch, I
every.
don't design patches.
Well, that's
Good thinking,
yeah, just
Ariana. But that's the idea. That's the direction.
Yeah.
Scape maybe? Scape, like landscape?
Oh, yeah.
Landscape or in landscape.
Landscape I have ever planned.
Every landscape I have planned.
Landscape I have ever planned. He still lives on in every landscape I have planned.
Wait, my Gary Hammond landscape wasn't was. I'm not sure. Landscape is right. It's fine. I'm not sure I like the word landscape. I don't know.
It's kind of like I had to take out horticulture because that was
Horticulture.
Did
Yeah,
you just say scape instead of landscape? Or
I need two syllables.
he
I don't
lives
like
on in
scape.
every
It's hard
scape?
to, you don't sort of know what it means, right? In a
Okay.
second.
Yeah,
You have to
that's
think
true.
about it.
Oh, he
that's
still
fine.
lives. I got it. He still lives on in every sanctuary. Something sanctuary is something that I could use.
Sanctuary.
In each sanctuary, in every
Every sanctuary planned.
planned.
In
Yeah.
my every sanctuary planned. I don't know if that's good.
in each sanctuary I planned.
In every, well, anyway, to play around with that.
Yeah. Great. Thanks. Good suggestions.
Yeah, I wrote a song. Well, it's not I wrote it. I recorded it, and I say singer 3 times in the song, and so I changed it to player. It's about jazz. It's called Here's to Jazz, and I changed one of the singers to player, Player, and I made me happy. So that happens.
Or yard?
No, I don't use that word
Okay, that's
Ooh,
kind of.
why don't you
yeah.
use yard?
because yard is not a garden.
Hmm.
I'm very fussy about that.
So
I
what
never
are,
use that word except for before I've designed it, it's a yard.
Yeah.
After I've designed it, it's a garden.
ooh, wow. Okay, well, go on. Sorry,
I'm
guys.
sorry, because you say in every yard, it's a yard before you planned it.
Oh, yeah, but
I know, I'm just.
No, I know it.
because they're not smiling in every yard,
Now,
smiling in every garden.
Mahida, let me be devil's advocate.
Sure.
So now I'm thinking maybe you should use garden twice, because there's also something called parallelism. And parallelism is using a word and then moving it down along, so, in your face, I saw the face I couldn't forget. That's parallelism.
Uh-huh.
So in a way, this is parallelism, because you're saying my Gary Hammer garden, he still lives on in every garden. In a way, you're doing parallelism.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So maybe now I'm thinking maybe you shouldn't change it.
Okay. That would be easier.
But that's what stuck out. At first I was going, oh, okay. But I really like it.
Thank you. I'm so happy because, this is not about things that people normally write about. And
I love that.
sure that, I could convince you to find him interesting. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
When you made him interesting.
Can I make just one suggestion? You could take it or leave it, but
Sure.
the way he met his end
Yeah.
didn't strike me as, I don't know, ironic enough. And I'm just wondering whether you could take some poetic license to just, tell the tale of how he, ended his, he ended his life on pavement instead of the earth or something like that. But just, as he crossed the street in Tempe, Arizona, car clips his license. And I want it a little bit more, I don't know, poetic, because the rest of that verse is like he's doing all these adventures. So
Yeah.
anyway.
I'll think about that.
Yeah.
That was the bridge was the hardest thing to write.
It's real good. I like it.
Thank you very much.
It's really good. Yeah, Mahida, I really like it. Okay, good beginning. Who wants? Who? Oh, good. Cheryl.
Yeah, I have to go.
Okay, so do it.
Hmm.
Oh, Lovers at the Top of the Sky. Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
song.
I'm doing a rewrite.
Good. Everybody's doing it. Okay.
Yeah. Can everybody see it?
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
big. I like it.
Oh.
Bigger the better.
Okay. So you all saw this one before, but this is hopefully a little bit better rewrite. Okay.
Okay.
Lovers, and this was the title that you suggested that I use, Mark.
Yeah. Okay.
Lovers
Good.
at the Top of the Sky.
I love that type.
We're climbing the Rocky Mountain together, you and I in very warm Thai weather. We're looking at the valley from up high, lovers forever near the top of the sky. As I climbed down the mountain that day with you, your heart beats for me, I thought it was true. Your hand in mine, let's give it a try. We are lovers at the top of the sky. This is a B section.
Mhm.
The view of the valley, it makes us feel light and savvy. Why is it so smoky? I've heard the farmers say they burn their fields this way. It's not a pleasant sight. The smoke is so strong, we can't stay here long. It's the season for this reason. The smoke won't go away in this region. I love rhyming. In this.
Mhm.
It's sunset. We're sitting in a Thai cafe. We're tired, but it was a lovely day. You smiled at me. I see love in your eyes. We are lovers at the top of the sky. Suddenly you're saying, I have to go away. Why are you leaving? Please, won't you just stay? You're breaking my heart, so just tell me why. We're not lovers at the top of the sky.
Hmm. Well, I'm going to tell you what I like. I really like the beginning. I like we're climbing the Rocky Mountain together, you and I, in very I maybe think of a better adjective than warm. Maybe there's a better adjective, but I like it. We're looking at the valley from up high, lovers forever near the top of the sky. As I climb down the mountain that day with you, my heart beats, your heart beats for me. I thought it was true. I think your rhyme, I think that could be a better rhyme. Your hand in mine, let's give it a try. We're lovers at the top of the sky. I love that. So I love the two A's. I view them as A's. I don't view them as verses. And you know why? Because there's something called a verse in an AABA form. That's why I don't call them A's, verses. Okay, let's go to the bridge.
Yeah.
There's you of the valley, it makes us feel light and savvy. Right, it's just smoky. I think I would go right into, and when we're and as we're standing there, why is it so smoky? I've heard the farmers say they burn their fields this way. It's not a pleasant sight. The smoke is so strong. Can't stay here long. It's the season for this reason. Smoke won't go away in this region. I mean, I like those rhyming, but here's the deal. Your lovers at the top of the sky, and it's romantic. The whole feeling in the A's is romantic. This smoke thing isn't romantic. It's part of what's happening. Can it somehow be romantic? You say, don't worry about the smoke. I'm here, or you know what I mean? It's like it stops being romantic.
Okay.
You're telling us something like a lesson. But what I care about is the lovers at the top of the sky. Can it be like, you see it, it's smoky, you say, oh, the farmers say this is how they burn their fields. And then he says, don't worry about it. It's going to go, soon it's going to go away and the skies are going to be blue and we're going to have each other. Something where you keep going back to the lovers bit.
In the beat section, okay.
I have
my view.
which is that this could be the transition from we're lovers in the sky, but something about this smoke indicates that not all is well.
It's a metaphor for trouble in paradise.
Yeah.
Because he ends up leaving her at the end.
Yeah, I
And
like that.
And actually, this is a kind of a personal story for me. That's why I left Thailand, personally, when I lived there. Because
You
of
left
the,
Thailand for what reason?
because of the smoke.
Oh,
It lasts for an entire month
oh shit.
and you can't see anything. It's like clouds in front of you the entire, all day and all night.
Did
And
that have anything to do with the two of you breaking up?
yeah,
How did that play into it?
well, that's
Couldn't see
why
each
he
other.
left.
That's
I
why-
didn't say the reason why he left. I guess I should have said that was the reason why he left.
So maybe something like you stayed and he left. Did he leave before you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that would be good. Like, okay, the view of the valley makes us feel light and savvy. But then our nirvana is disturbed by the smoke, and I've heard farmers say they burn their fields this way, but he says it's not a pleasant sight. The smoke is so strong and I don't want to stay here anymore, but I say I'm going to stay. And then that would be a way to get into the next verse that,
Okay.
he says, I'm going to go. I don't like it. And you go, well, I'm going to stay. And, it's like you've got a little difference of he wants to go because of the smoke, you're going to stay. And then it could lead you into the last verse.
Okay.
How
Okay,
about
that
this,
makes
this, oh, sorry,
Go
how
on.
about the smoke chased our love away? No?
Yeah, something. Yeah, keep it
Mhm.
romantic.
And
Okay.
I was thinking that the smoke was getting in the way of being able to see the sky, because
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
kind of the central thing.
So it's a metaphor for the trouble in their relationship. Really?
Yes.
The coming trouble, the distance.
Yeah.
I also had a thought.
Yeah.
The view of the valley, it makes
Mhm.
us feel light and savvy. Maybe that could be just how she feels. It makes me feel
Mm-hmm.
you know, something positive,
Mm-hmm.
then he's like, we can't stay here long. So it's like they view the thing differently.
Mm,
Okay, good. I like that.
that could work.
So let it all wash over you. Here's the good news. It's better, Cheryl. I really like it. And just rewrite it again.
Okay.
I
Well,
have
so
another
Basically
suggestion.
the B section, right?
Yeah, what's the last A again? Let me look. It's sunset, we're sitting, oh, yeah, maybe maybe we don't need 3, maybe we just need 4.
Oh, okay.
Maybe in the bridge, you can say, I have to go because of the smoke. Please don't, won't you just stay? Maybe that could be part of the bridge.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, for some reason, I thought the bridge, you weren't supposed to put so much of the story in the bridge, but maybe I'm,
No, you can't put the story in the bridge,
you can.
not in the chorus, but in the bridge, you can put the story.
Okay.
Let me read your bridge and then your verse 4 again. Okay, let me look. The other valley makes us feel light and savvy. Why is it so smoke? Where the farmer said it, burn that fills us with the. Yeah, I think you bring it in the bridge that he really doesn't like it, but he wants to go, and you say, you know, I don't like it either, but I'm staying.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, that makes sense.
play around it. Play around it. Okay, great.
Can I
Thank
just say
you.
something?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure, Faison.
Okay, so at the end of 4, the last line, you're breaking my heart, so just tell me why. I thought maybe we're no longer lovers at the top of the sky instead of we're not lovers, or you know,
Yeah.
like bringing that to like therefore kind of thing. Or I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
That's nice too. I like it. It's nice.
Thank you.
We're no longer. I like it. It's less final. We're no longer lovers. We're not. Yeah, no longer. I like no longer better. I do.
Okay, thank
All
you for
right,
your
good.
comments. Thank you.
You're welcome, Cheryl. Who's next? Ariana, do it.
Okay, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Screen share.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, so what I did was,
Oh, you have like 3 songs, right?
yeah,
I think we're gonna have time. Okay, let's do it. Let's just do one right now and see where we're at. I think we're fine.
so what I did. Where is it?
I'm
Okay,
recording, right? Yeah. Okay, good.
okay, can you see? Can
Yeah,
everybody?
you are a poem.
Okay, so this is inspired by Billy Strayhorn and
Okay.
the poem from last week. So I decided
Uh-huh.
that he is a poem to me.
Good.
And so I thought, oh, okay, well, that can be the name of the song.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. See if I can get this.
Oh, you did a little thing. Good.
Yeah. Let's see. And it's very rough, so.
Okay.
I tried to write a song about you. Your eyes, your sighs, your lips, your laughter too. But every verse seems so rehearsed. Seems I'm at first to type the tune. No melody had perfect joie de vivre. My lyrics found no key. They seemed immune. You are a point to me. Your every dream, either a reverie. Words carved like a diamond fine, a Shakespeare line, each rhyme sublime. You are a poem. You are a poem to me.
Lost in your lush and lonely phrases can be an unrequited lover's plea. Epic poetry, bared on bended knee. You are born. You are born. You are born. You are a poem to me, the rarest fruit atop the tallest tree. I sip your nectar while the roots are free, a poem for you. Always I will be you. You are born. You are born.
All right. So, Ariana, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What's your form?
Well, that's the verse at the very
Which is
beginning.
at the very beginning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's A.
Yeah.
You are poems. What do you think of those you are poems?
That's just the little chorus bridgey thing.
Okay, so I think you're writing an AABA song, so you actually need a beat.
Okay.
Okay, I like it. There are things I was listening to the song and everything. So can you just read it to me now?
Sure.
Okay.
I tried to write a song about you, your eyes, your sighs, your lips, your laughter too. But every verse seems so rehearsed, seems I'm adverse to type the tune. No melody had perfect joie de vivre. My lyrics found no key, they seemed immune. You are a poem to me, your every dreamy verbal reverie. Words carved like a diamond, fine, a Shakespeare line, each rhyme sublime. You are a poem. You are a poem to me, lost in your lush and lonely phrases can be an unrequited lover's plea, epic poetry, bared on bended knee. You are a poem. And so you're saying I need to write a B for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You are a poem, you are a poem, okay. And then the final verse, you are a poem to me, the rarest fruit atop the tallest tree. I sip your nectar while the words spill free. A poet for thee, always I'll be. You are a poem.
Okay, cool. It's interesting. I dug it more when you read it.
Okay.
Did anybody else feel that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would, I was once in a workshop with Marilyn and Alan Bergman, and I had a co-writer that just loved to rhyme. She, and I would say to her all the time, "You're rhyming too much." And she'd go, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." And then Marilyn Bergman, right after we do our song, says to Marie, my co-writer, "You're rhyming too much." So that's sort of what I felt about you. I felt that you're rhyming so much, it sort of loses its weight.
Okay.
So I, like in the verse, I tried to write a song about you, your eyes, your sighs, your lips, your laughter. But every verse seems so rehearsed that I don't want to type the tune. No melody had perfect joie de vivre. My lyrics found no key. They seemed immune. Just by taking out a couple of the rhymes, it just sounds more conversational and it's not so sing-songy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you are a poem to me. When I took that out, it sounds gorgeous now. You are a poem to me. Your every dreamy verbal reverie, words carved like a diamond fine, a Shakespeare sonnet, each rhyme sublime. You are a poem. Just take out a rhyme now and then.
Okay,
Don't do 3 rhymes in a row, and it just all of a sudden your mind gets numb.
yes,
And make sure your beat. You don't need those "you are a poem, you are a poem." At the end, you can just riff on "you are a poem, you are a poem."
yes,
And then I'd make sure that the scansion on your bridge is just different.
yes.
That it's a break from what you're writing. But it's really pretty, Ariana.
You.
Anybody else have any thoughts?
Yeah, I have a thought. The word poem is really hard to sing gracefully.
You are a poem.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Try rhyming it.
Well, I just
I know I was trying to. I always like to rhyme the titles. Poem.
You are a poem, poem or poem. It's like I, as a singer, have always, well, how do I sing that word? That's a weird word.
I always have trouble with fire and desire. They're very common rhymes. And I hate actually desire and fire. It's that diphthong, fire. It's got the I and the U. But I don't have a problem with poem. You could say poem. Oh, and I want to ask everybody a question. So the Sting song, Fragile, is it fragile or fragile?
Depending on how you need to use it.
I say fragile. He says fragile.
Fragile. Okay, because somebody was singing. I went to see Marsha Bartinetti last night sing, and my friend was next to me, and it was Tom Culver. I know Maida knows who Tom Culver is, and he and John, and he'd never heard the Sting song, so he went fragile. I said, oh yeah, don't worry about it. Okay. I did. Maida just didn't. That didn't bother me. Does it bother anybody else? Okay.
What I think is.
Oh, I'm sorry, Maida. Okay.
What I think says a lot about Ariane is that she is a diamond shaper. She really uses words in such a way that you feel like she's producing diamonds, and so there's something beautiful about that.
Oh, that's lovely. Great.
Can I ask a question, Ariane?
So, Don.
So you sometimes say you are a poem to me, and sometimes just you are a poem. And I'm wondering what you feel the difference is, because I was not quite sure.
Well, the difference is trying to find some kind of rhyme or to be able to express that it's a personal thing.
Okay.
And from what happened in the last class, because I ran out of time, I ended up writing a poem about Billy Strayhorn. And then when I was thinking about how to turn it into a song, this is really about how, the kind of the stream of conscious or the reconciliation with trying to make my experience with Billy Strayhorn into a song. But it's like he's a poem to me. So that's kind of what was said in my head. And again, there's nothing that really rhymes with poem.
Yeah.
So I kind of
Ariana, you rhyme enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't.
You're rhyming enough. Don't even worry about that.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I'm just answering his question.
No. I get it. No,
Yeah.
I think it's a good question. And when you first started, when I first heard the song, I said, why isn't she putting in any details of Billy Strayhorn?
I can do that in the bridge now.
Okay, maybe that would be really good. That would be, I actually like, because it's how you feel about Billy Strayhorn.
Yeah,
That's why you're not.
It's inspired.
And I get that. I
But
dig it.
Lush Life was called Lonely Life first. That was the first song title was Lonely Life.
Oh,
And
cool.
changed it to Lush Life. So that's in there.
Okay. Well, I dig it. Okay, I can't wait to hear the rewrite. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna get back to you with another song. Let's go to one other person and then, we'll do that.
So I actually did,
Don.
I missed last week, but I did Billy Strayhorn.
Okay, very good. Thematic.
Yeah. So I thought maybe I should go try to do that now.
Yeah.
So, background. So I am trying to, among other things, do word lyrics for jazz compositions that typically don't have words.
Mhm.
And maybe 6 months ago, I just sort of said, "Oh, Chelsea Bridge, that seems to be a big song," and I hadn't really focused on it. So, my deep dive was, I bought his biography, read about a third of it, did a playlist. So anyway, this song I learned in all of that, Chelsea Bridge, was written in 1941,
Mhm.
and it was groundbreaking. A lot of people now look back at it saying it's, the first kind of impressionistic jazz piece. And
Mhm.
so because he was using AABA form, but also breaking rules, I thought I would break some rules too. So let me see
Okay.
if I can do a new share here. Where is my, because I did the, where's my Microsoft Word? Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah. So I did
Yeah.
this thing.
Yeah, and then you did the listen to the colors. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have can you sing your lyric to the?
I can do the A. The B is way difficult, and I haven't had time. I just
Okay.
wrote
Do
it
the
yesterday.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I know this. I do know the song, but I
Yeah.
want you to so I know it.
Let's just see if I can pull up a B flat while I. It's Ravel or Debussy. No, it's you. Sorry. No, it's your jazz. Love some daydream blossoms. In the shadows you lived a luscious life. Sorry. Despite you had two strikes, loving you wanted. And then I'm just going to read this.
Okay. Yeah, it is the one I saw. Okay, yeah.
You loved Paris in the spring, and man, could you ever swing. The A train was a freight train for you, but the darkness in your soul sizzled, looking back on the shack where you grew. In the shadows of the dew, you thrived. Your genius sprang alive. Sultry satin, stray.
Cool, Don. Let me look at the lyrics again. Is it Ravel on the music? Daydream blossoms, shadows.
And those are referring to some of his songs.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Flowers
Sure,
Love
sure.
Something, Daydream, and then Embarrass Blossoms and Flower Songs.
Yeah. A Train. Yeah, I get all this stuff. It's Ravel or Debussy. No, it's your impressionistic jazz. Love some daydream blossoms. In the shadows, you lived a luscious life, despite you had two strikes. Loving who you wanted. You loved Paris in the spring, and man, could you ever swing? The A train was freight train for you. but the darkness of your soul sizzled, looking back on the shack where you grew. In the shadows of the Duke you thrived, your genius sprang alive, sultry satin Strayhorn. Yeah, I like this a lot. I think it's wonderful. So then you've got, what is that furniture, Ravel and Debussy? Debussy?
Yes.
Okay, and then Blossoms is furniture.
Yeah.
In the shadows you lived. In the shadows is what?
That's the hook, or I mean that's the title.
Oh, in the shadows. Oh, you lived. I wouldn't know that because you don't. I'm just okay. You're breaking.
I broke the rules.
You broke the rules. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. You lived a
There's
lesser.
an easy way. You could just switch those verses.
Yeah, I would switch the verses. Very good, Maida. I would.
Great
In
idea.
the shadows you live. Yeah, there's something about it's Ravel or Debussy that doesn't sound like the beginning. I think it would be a better second verse.
Yep. Great. Thank you for that.
Very good.
Also, instead of saying despite you had 2 strikes, despite having 2 strikes might be more grammatically correct.
2 strikes. Yep.
Maybe, and though you had 2 strikes.
Oh, yeah.
In the shadows you lived a luscious life, and though you had 2 strikes, loving who you wanted. Though you had 2 strikes, maybe do you need 2 syllables? Yeah.
Well, I mean that's what the melody is.
And though you had 2 strikes, okay, loving who you wanted. I like it. So are you going to do a little demo of this?
Sure. Yeah, the iReal Pro version of this is a mess. So yeah, I'll have to figure out something.
Could we have maybe one time we all do our Billy Strayhorn songs? I did one for the Lotus.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
sure. Oh yeah, that was good. I remember that. I'm just trying to think now that we have the title, how could we repeat the title again? Maybe, but in the shadows, your soul sizzled. How about that? No, you don't like that, Don? Are you there?
Yeah. No, I'm thinking. Sorry. You know.
You want to break the rule. I got it. Okay.
Yeah, no. But so where the darkness line is coming is.
Oh, you're having the shadows again. I'm sorry. You have it twice. I got it.
Yeah,
it. Don't worry
twice.
about it.
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm seeing in the shadows twice.
Okay.
So you have back shack. That's your rhyme. Grew you're rhyming. Spring swing, thrived alive, and then you've got alliteration. Saturn, sultry satin Strayhorn. Okay, so you've got how many colors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. That's okay. That's good.
Yeah. Not bad for a colorblind guy.
That colorblind guy. Okay. I like it. Thanks, Don.
Thank you.
It's really good. So what other songs have you done? You said you're doing other jazz standards or songs.
Oh, well, no, this is the first. So I'm a research geek, so I'm putting together what I call the Jazz Composers Songbook, which is a complement to the Great American Songbook. So it's all the original pieces by jazz composers, some of which have had lyrics written for them, and some of them have not. And some of them have had 5 different versions of lyrics.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to explore, rather than having to write a tune from the beginning, can I take something that's already written and is recognized and add lyrics in a meaning?
Well, I've spent some of my career doing just that.
Oh, okay.
So I maybe if you're doing it, I have I would say I have 10, 11 songs that I've written to jazz songs. I wrote to for example, I wrote to I think I played it in class, Joe Sample tune, Night Flight. Then I wrote to, and I got it approved. I wrote to a Joshua Redmond tune called Bop-Sided Lullaby. I wrote a lyric and I got his man, you know, they approved it. And then I wrote to one to Wayne Shorter tune that I got approved. So if you're I could send them to you.
Great. So by the way, how do I?
Okay, good. I was going to talk about it. Have I ever talked about this in this class? Okay, so when I'm friends with Lorraine Feather, who I've mentioned before is a wonderful lyricist. And Lorraine has done an album of lyrics to Fats Waller tunes called New York City Drag, which is just a great album. I check it out, New York City Drag. And she also did an album of lyrics to Duke Ellington tunes called Such Mighty Thunder. And her father was the famous jazz critic, songwriter, Leonard Feather, who did the Encyclopedia of Jazz. So she literally, Billie Holiday was her godmother. And so she knew Duke Ellington. So at least he came to parties at her house. So she had a bit of she's a great lyricist, so no more power to her. I mean, she's great. But she has had lots of triumphs and sadnesses because, like, for example, when she wanted to do the Duke Ellington album, she was stymied by the publisher who stopped her and said, well, we're not granting the rights to anybody right now because Nora Jones is thinking of doing lyrics to Duke Ellington stuff. And we're just holding it all for her. And then in about 3 years, Nora Jones just wrote one song and they let her go. But she's literally written something for Ennio Morricone, and the estate wouldn't grant her the right. And there's been people that have not granted her the rights. So it's really a catch can. And how many people have heard my West Montgomery story? I know somebody has in here. Me writing to West Montgomery? No? Oh, it's a good story. Okay, I'll say. Stop screen sharing, Don.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. I listen.
Yeah.
Okay, so about 3 years ago, I'm friends with Claire Martin, who's a wonderful jazz singer in England. And she called me up and she said, I want to do an album singing the songs of Wes Montgomery. Would you write lyrics to some of his songs? And I said, are you kidding? I love Wes Montgomery. When I was a kid, I had Bumpin' and, Tequila, all those albums. And she said, great. She says, would you write Bumpin'? I said, are you kidding? That's my favorite song, practically. I will. I'll write Bumpin'. So I wrote 3 songs. I wrote Road Song, Bumpin', and Bumpin' on Sunset. And then one night, I woke up in the middle of the night. This is a true story. And I thought to myself, has she gotten permission from the publisher? Because Claire is, she's an artist, So I called her the next day and I said, have you gotten permission? And she'd already had about 10 songs gathered, 3 from me, 3 from, and then other people. And she said, no, I haven't. I said, Claire, you've got to get permission. And she said, oh. And she said, would you do it? So I love Claire. So I called up the publisher in New York, and this woman gets on the phone, and I can tell she's a tough cookie. She's like really tough. And I say, all I say is, I've written a lyric to Bumpin'. I'd like to get your approval. And this woman says to me, oh, we've been getting lyrics for Bumpin' for the last 40 years, and we've never approved one yet. So I'm, my blood runs cold, And I go, well, I've written lyrics to it, and I did a little demo. Can I send it to you? Oh, and she said, okay, sure. Well, I send it to her. She calls me back by the next morning. I love your lyric. It's great. Yes, we're proving it. So I get very cocky, you know, because now I'm thinking, oh, wow, this is nothing. So I send her my other 2 lyrics and then 3 lyrics from this other lady who wrote lyrics. And she rejects all 5 lyrics and says, no, I don't like them. So, you know, my point to the story is, by the way, the name of the song that I wrote is, you've heard it, Maida. I Could Get Used to This. It's on, yeah. That's the Wes Montgomery song I wrote too. And I recorded, and Claire recorded it on her Wes Montgomery album, but she couldn't record anything else. She had to do her version of the road song and her version of something else. So it's catch by, you know, you never know. It all depends on the publisher, and sometimes the family is the publisher, and they're all fighting within themselves, and it's that's the story.
Yeah. Okay. But
then let me say one other thing. So what I do sometimes, I'm trying to think if I've done it. I know other people have done it. I write a lyric for a song, like I wrote a new lyric for Better Than Anything. That's on one of my albums. I wrote a new lyric, but I didn't put my name on it. I just gave them all the publishing. I gave them the writer's share and the publishing share. I just put their names. I didn't even put my name. So that's a way to get around it. You just give them the
derivative work.
Yeah, that's right. But you can try. You know, you can send your stuff to them. Okay, that's enough. Any questions about that?
Sorry, no, I was just going to say, where do I find your email address to send you stuff?
Sure. My email address, I'm going to put it in the chat for everybody. Matter of fact, I love everybody's email address. I have most of you. I do not have yours, Veronica. I have yours, Yuka. I have yours, Phasia. I don't have you, Ariana. I have yours, Maida. I have yours, Yuka. I say that I have Cheryl and Beryl. John, I don't know. So put it in.
Can I go next since I have to leave?
Of course. I'm sorry I got on
That's okay. No, I don't mind.
Okay. Sure, let's do it.
Okay. I did mine on Sarah Vaughan, and
You're doing a rewrite. Yeah.
Yeah, I did my rewrite on hers. So I do screen sharing, and then what do I do?
Are you going to play anything musically?
No, I didn't do a melody.
Then you don't have to check those 2 boxes. All you have to do is
so I
share
just
the
do
screen.
this. Okay.
Okay, it's called Sassy.
You see it?
Yeah, looks great.
Okay. So I got 2 of her books, and I kind of, perused them, and she spelled sassy. She only spelled sassy, S-A-S-S-I-E. So I decided to title it Sassy like that, but
Cool.
Spell it sassy like everybody else spells it in the Bible.
I think you spell it like you can do whatever you want. I think that's sort of hip. I was going to ask you, I've never seen it spelled like that, but so what?
Okay.
Thanks. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to get Veronica.
Sorry.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. She could fly you to heaven or she could fry you to hell. Her vibrato and range helps tell stories so well. The warmth of each note and how she offered each phrase put a spell on the audience and left them roaring with praise. I didn't know whether to say roaring or clapping. Sassy Sarah, she swang with style. That's no such word as swang, but I
love swang.
Okay, good. She swang with style. Sassy Sarah made angels smile. She put magic in every song. Beautified bebop, the list is long. We'll remember you always, long after you've gone. Sassy Sarah, your voice lives on. You had the same thing, right, Maida?
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't sure whether to put for her there, but for her, the band was family. She joked and jived with the guys. The divine one on stage, she never ceased to surprise. She sang what she wanted. She sang her own way. Independent and strong, she had a whole lot to say. Sassy Sarah, she swang with style. Sassy Sarah made angels smile. She put magic in every song. Beautified bebop, the list is long. We'll remember you always, long after you've gone. Sassy Sarah, your voice lives on. Your voice was the spark that lit my heart on the night years ago at the Galleria de Art. I knew jazz would be my new journey of song. It pulled at my heartstrings and brought me along to this day. Sassy Sarah, she swang with style. Sassy Sarah made angels smile. She put magic in every song. Beautified bebop, the list is long. We'll remember you always long after you've gone. Sassy Sarah, your voice lives on and on and on. Whatever.
You know, this is what makes me so happy about rewriting. You know, this is like so much better. It's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you for all your input and help.
Oh, yeah.
It's so important, the form, knowing the form, really, I know as much as you stress it, it really does.
It
help.
is so important. You know, I often say that I've been teaching now 20 years. I think it's 2003, so it's been 20 years. And the number one thing that surprised me was how important form is. And that if you just have the correct form and use the form correctly, that it's really going to elevate your song.
Thank you so
That's
much.
what I learned.
Thank you for
Um,
that. That's really
So there's a couple of little things making it, I mean, I love your stinger, your voice lives on. I love your chorus. I think it's really, really good. Beautified Bebop is such a good line. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, she did though. That's
Yeah, no, she did, and it sounds so good. I mean, I love
Okay.
Beautified Bebop. Do you have a melody for this yet?
Not yet. So
Oh, it's easy. I mean, this is so easy to sing, you know, this is
okay.
easy.
Yeah.
Her vibrato and range helped tell stories of the warmth of each note and how she offered each phrase. Put a spell on the audience and left them clapping for wanting more, grab more. I don't know, roaring, clapping, what have we got? How many roaring, clapping? Oh, nobody's raising their hand.
Oh,
Okay.
roaring.
Roaring?
Yeah.
Maybe there's a better.
Maybe
Okay,
that,
I'll think of something better if there is.
Yeah,
I'll look into it.
left them spouting phrase.
Shouting?
What?
Shouting?
Yeah, shouting with praise.
That sounds like it could be kind of
Spell on
in a
the
bad
audience.
way.
Anyway, work on that.
Standing, maybe standing, like standing ovation. No,
Yeah, put a spell on the
I don't know.
audience.
whatever. Or maybe some word with an L, so it's alliteration.
Where were the left them
Left them laughing with praise. No, not laughing, but
loving?
loving. Maybe loving. Left them loving with praise. No.
Put a spell on the audience and left them.
maybe something after you've had a spell put on you, what do? You just.
What about swooning?
Yeah, swooning.
Left them swooning with
It's sort of like
praise.
nobody says the word swoon anymore, though. Although I love that word, swooning with praise.
Yeah, I could kind of find a magic, like a word that's,
Go look at a thesaurus.
yeah.
Lovesick?
Swooning and
Left them lovesick? I don't-
I
lovesick.
don't want to say sick.
You know, like beaming left them, you know, so high with
Maybe
praise.
beaming, left them beaming with praise.
Beaming.
Beaming.
I don't know. Okay, no big deal. For her, the band was family. She joked and laughed with the guys. The divine one on stage. She never ceased to surprise. She sang what she wanted. She sang. Yeah, all that is great. And I love the bridge. And this is why it means something to you, is because this started you on your path. I think it's
Yeah.
great.
Do you like
just
that I
love it.
changed that your voice, because it
Yeah.
comes.
Yeah.
And then I changed the gallery of art to a Spanish way of saying it so that it sounds more. It's not, there's no really, that's not the name of the art gallery, but I just did it so it sounds
Hipper.
more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Why not?
Yeah. And then, and then I wasn't sure for her, the band was fam. Can I say for her, the band was fam? She joked and jived with the guys, or do I say family?
Oh, and was fam. It's like nice.
Band was fam is a nice inner rhyme. Yeah, I get it. For her, the band was fam. She joked and lived with the guys. Yeah, great.
Yeah. Because that's the joking, familiar way to say
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I love this.
She was really like one of the guys.
Yeah, she was, from what I heard.
Okay.
I saw her like twice.
Oh, you got to see her? Wow.
Oh yeah, I saw her with a Hollywood Bowl when she did a Gershwin show. She was
Oh,
great. And I saw her, I think, at this club in LA in the 70s.
She had such bad stage fright, apparently. It was just
She
so
was
bad.
uncomfortable between songs. It wasn't like she had the best patter in the world. But man, she sang like an angel song.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah.
Yeah. All
I just-
right, go on.
Just one other thing, the divine one on stage, she, I think you could remove the she there. The divine one on stage never ceased to surprise.
Yeah, great.
She wanted, she sang her own way, independent.
Okay, thank you. There's so many she's, yeah. it's
Yeah.
Cool. All
Thank
right.
you. Yeah.
There's
okay.
power in groups, in numbers. you know.
Yeah.
All right. Who's Veronica? Let's go.
I gotta stop sharing, sorry.
Thank you, Faiza. I love
Thank
that.
you all, thank you.
Everybody's has been so good.
Okay, here we go. I redid my song about Ava Gardner.
Oh, good.
Okay, so just a girl from Piedmont. Men started buzzing early round the screen queen, who was made over by the movie machine. She traded her southern drawl for a siren's call, found from great heights the idolized fall. Once upon a time, just a girl from Piedmont ran barefoot in tobacco, endured every taunt. A restless blonde tomboy who rolled cigarettes, singing with sinners, she had no regrets. Her language was peppered with four-letter words, overheard in the backwoods by the bluebirds. A Tom Sawyer kid with a best friend named Shine learned not to pray after her daddy died. Drinking, smoking, partying hard, driving too fast, shooting out stars. You learn to play you in life and on screen. You long to be more than the object of dreams. Did anyone know the liquor and the sass, masked deep-seated shame of a sharecropper's past? Did anyone know just a girl from Piedmont always got everything she didn't want?
Mm.
And she was blonde for a very long time.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
I didn't either. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, there's so much I like about this. I like that you write to title The Girl from Piedmont. So you really wrote to about the girl from Piedmont.
Yes.
I once again, you're rhyming an awful lot, and sometimes I think rhyme gets in the way. You know, men started buzzing. I mean, I'm just what I'm thinking. My first thing, men started buzzing early around the screen queen, made over by the movie machine. She traded her southern drawl for a southern. Well, it is good. Found from great heights. That line I don't. I wonder who was made over by the movie. She found from great heights the idolized fall. No. It doesn't quite have. I like the third line better than the fourth line, and the fourth line is a more important line. But let's look at the A's. Once upon a time, just a girl from Piedmont ran barefoot in tobacco, endured every taunt. A restless blonde tomboy rolled cigarettes, singing with sinners. She had no regrets. Piedmont to taunt. Okay. Language pepper with four-letter words. Overhead in the backwards by the bluebirds. A Tom Sawyer kid with a best friend named Shine learned not to pray after father. So died is Shine and died?
Yeah, I was trying to not to shine, an imperfect rhyme, I was like, okay, this is getting a little too rhymey. Let me break it up a little bit.
I understand that. Okay, drink. I love your bridge. I love the the reference to sophisticated lady.
Yeah. Yes.
Fast shooting out stars. You learn to play you in life and on screen. You long to be more than the object. That's just perfect. That bridge. Anyone know the liquor and the sass, mass deep-seated shame of sharecropper's past? Anyone knows the girl from Piedmont always got everything she. I love that so much. That's sort of what the song should be about. It is what the song is about. It really, my favorite parts are the bridge and the last day. So I don't think you need your verse. Or maybe your verse sets you up wrong.
So her last line about she got everything that she didn't want. I'm
Right.
wondering if she can allude to that as opposed to the fall from being idolized.
Yeah. She had, she became a star. She married, lots of guys. She had lots of romance. She was beautiful. She got praise for her beauty. She got everything she didn't want. So what did she want, by the way? Veronica?
You know, she didn't really know what she wanted. Oh, she knew that she wanted out of her backwoods town.
Okay,
She went to Hollywood because her sister and her brother-in-law's like they had sent her a photo in, or someone had seen her photo in her brother-in-law's photography window, and so they were like, an agent got back to her and said, well, hey, I know people, blah blah blah. So anyway, she just went as a lark. She really didn't want to go, but she did, and she was basically made over. She got caught up in this. Mickey Rooney fell in love with her and basically ruined her.
picked the wrong guy. I mean, then she
She picked
got
the wrong-
Artie Shaw.
Yeah. Oh,
He
and
was a
he
jerk.
tried to. He made her always ashamed of her. Because she wasn't educated, and he always made shame of her of how uneducated she was, and tried to basically remake her.
Yeah.
So this is
So,
something she was
maybe
good.
the beginning is she wanted to,
Keep her secret?
what?
Keep her secret maybe, or,
What's her secret? Is it she
Well,
was
that-
just a kid from Piedmont?
yeah, that she comes so humble, maybe
From
that she
sharecrop,
had to
yeah.
be okay,
Oh.
Was Shine was black, right?
Shine was black. He was I can't remember what he did for a living, but he was one of her friends from her growing up in Piedmont. They became
But
really
didn't
good
she have a friend that she brought with her who was black too? Into Hollywood?
I think her maid may have been black, I think.
Yeah, but she was like her maid / everything, right? I mean, it wasn't just like maid, it was like, she was everywhere with her. And that
That's-
was her, I think.
I think.
Yeah.
Monica, did you ever hear that she, there was the rumor that she was black or part black?
No, I didn't hear that. That's an interesting.
She played that in a Showboat.
She played it in Showboat. Yeah.
but
And,
there was a rumor that was.
Yeah, no, I think I heard that, but
Yeah, no.
yeah, I don't think I don't know. I don't think it was true, but
Mhm.
that doesn't matter. I'm just trying to figure out the song.
Mhm.
So your verse sort of, I think it could point you. You could use the verse, the lyrics better in the verse to point you to what you're saying in the song. It's still not quite focused,
Mm-hmm.
but it's much better. Anybody else have any thoughts? Because I'm out of thoughts.
I don't know. I think it says exactly what she wants it to say.
Okay, but I just love this. She got everything she didn't want. She wanted. How about
Having it,
Isn't this an example of beware what you want? Because
Yeah.
That's also that
you
is the
get
thing.
what you wanted,
Yeah.
way, you know?
Yeah.
because you can't have it all.
You can't have it all, and there's always a price to be
That
paid.
rhymes.
there is always a price to be paid, and she's an interesting character, because she really she's a little bit like Whitney Houston in the sense of Whitney Houston was gorgeous, incredibly talented, had it all when you think about it, but yet really had a tragic life. And she had it all too, and things just didn't work out.
Yeah.
And she drank. I mean, Whitney Houston had drugs, and Ava Gardner, I think, was a boozer, right?
Oh yeah, big time,
Alcoholic, yeah.
big time. Yeah.
So it's like these people you think, man,
Well, but the bottom line is that Hollywood is a very toxic place,
oh yeah.
especially for women. So
And especially in those times. And she wasn't like, Katharine Hepburn, who was regarded as a fine actress. She
Right.
was regarded as just a beauty,
It's just a sex symbol.
a
Right.
sex symbol of beauty. Yeah, that's right. So, and she didn't help matters by, she married like a lot and she had a lot of romances. And so, yeah.
I
This
have a really
story
quick
could be
story.
about any starlet,
Yeah, can I tell you about this one, the Sarah Vaughan? Really cute
Yeah.
story. Anyway, so she already did marijuana and cocaine, but she really wanted to do heroin. She wanted Charlie Parker to be the one to get her on it,
Wow.
to shoot her
Wow.
up. And so he kept saying, no, I'm too busy, because he didn't want to do it. And then finally she was relentless. And so he brought a syringe and he shot her up and he said, how's that feel? And she goes, oh, that feels, yeah, pretty good. And then apparently it was water. He loved her so much
Wow.
that he could not
Wouldn't do it.
Isn't
Yeah.
that so beautiful?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
that's
Yeah,
nice.
it's just, yeah.
Oh, that's a really nice story. Yeah.
Can I make I've been writing an alternative lyric. She traded her southern drawl for a siren's call, not knowing out west you just can't have it all.
Mm,
Okay.
Out west, just can't have it all.
I like that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's the last line.
Yeah,
Then
for
somebody busts
the end of
her,
the road.
just 4 lines, she made it for not knowing out west, you just can't. Once upon a time, just a girl from Piedmont River and Georgia. The rest is small tomboy who rolls. That's really good. That really sets it up nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Don.
This is fun.
And got everything she didn't want, though, is a really poignant.
Yes. And I got that from a quote, an interview that she had. People were asking her about her life, and she basically said, I basically got everything that I never really wanted.
Yeah,
So I'm like, wow, how poetic that is. So
Yeah, that's
it
very cool.
really is. Yeah. Wow. Okay, I like it, Veronica.
okay.
Okay,
Can you
so
tell us
where
what
are we?
homework is?
I'm
Can you
sorry,
tell us-
what?
Can you tell us what homework is? I'm being a
Sure.
little
Okay.
talkative.
I'll
tonight,
do
so-
homework. I'll break it up. So we're gonna do, I had a friend, her name is Phyllis Molinari, and she wrote the lyrics to Here's to Life. And she's passed away, but she was a dear friend. And one of the things she loved to do is she liked to take the plots of old songs and rewrite them into a more modern vernacular. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to share the screen, but I'll send it. I'll send this to you. Just trying to think. Oh, are you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. Here, songs with good story plots. I'm just trying, how can I do this without having Alexis send it to you? Should I put it in chat? Anybody have any ideas how to do that?
Well, yeah, then
You can
people
upload
weren't-
documents.
Yeah.
What's that mean, Don? I mean, I understand about uploading but if I put it in,
In the chat? Yeah, if
Is-
you go to your chat
yeah,
and there's like a little icon at the bottom that says file,
yeah.
and you can grab it from your computer.
Okay, sounds good.
That-
Okay, I'll do it. Okay, so here's songs with good story plots, and I've got 11. So didn't we almost have it all? Frank Sinatra, Whitney Houston. 2 songs with similar stories. Lovers at the end of a love affair, lamenting what could have been. My Funny Valentine, Just the Way You Are. Ella, Barbara, Frank, Bruno Mars, Billy Joel. This sentiment never gets old. It's been 3 ginormous songs. My Funny Valentine, Just the Way You Are, and Just the Way You Are by Bruno. Basically, the guy telling the girl not to change a thing, even though she may not be perfect, he loves her just the way she is. Okay, number 3, The Way We Were, Memories, Elvis Presley, Barbara. Mac Davis was the writer, and Marilyn Allen Bergman, Hamlish. Someone looking back on the memories of a relationship that's over and wondering if they could do it all again. Okay, so I did these 11 songs, and how do I stop sharing? I'm gonna send them. Okay, what do I do now? I go to chat. And what you do is you write your own song based on the story plot.
Great.
Okay, so what am I doing wrong?
Do you see at the bottom edge of your chat window, do you see little icons at the bottom edge of your chat window?
No, wait a minute.
at the bottom?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I do.
Okay, and you see when it looks like a paper fold with a
Yes.
folded edge? Yeah, click
Yes.
on that one.
Okay. Hold on. So where is it?
I think it's on your desktop.
Yeah, no, it's on.
It's on the left-hand side.
Oh, you're seeing my desktop?
No,
No.
no, no.
Remember, it was on the
I
left.
know it was on my desktop. Oh, here. Okay, good. Is this our next to last class? Does
Yeah,
anybody-
wait, this is 6, and then we have 7 and 8, right?
Oh, good.
I think.
very
Is
happy.
that right, everybody? I don't know. I think so.
Okay, Alexis will tell me,
2
but
more
I
afterwards.
hope you're right, because I don't want it to end. Okay, okay, so that's it.
Did you press
Bye.
enter? Oh, wait, did you press enter, Mark?
Oh, enter. Where's enter?
I mean, just to send it because it didn't.
Yes, I just
Yeah.
did.
Oh,
I
there it
just-
is. We got it. Now I see it.
Yay, I know how to do it now.
I don't
Great.
see it. Do you see it,
I
anybody?
don't see it.
I don't see it.
That's it.
Oh, you don't see it? Oh.
No, I
Oh.
don't see it. Maybe he just sent it to
Oh, he just sent
I
it to
just
me.
sent it to you.
Oh, you just sent it to me. Oh.
Veronica, can you send it to everybody else?
Yeah,
Why don't
yeah.
you send it to Veronica?
because
Hang on.
maybe you were.
Because you like her best.
And I do like your best. It's
Bad.
true.
All right, let me do it. Let me
I
do
like
it.
all of you best. The truth of the matter is I'm crazy about all of you. So, hey.
Let me go to my folder. Hang on. Song with plots.
Yuka, I'm going to be in New York in 2 weeks.
Really?
Wednesday
You're gonna
night,
have a
I'm
show?
going- No, I'm going to see a friend's show in Pangea.
Who?
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Lauren White.
I will be there then. I would like to see you.
I want to see you too. Come.
Yes, Veronica.
I'm
Yes.
not here,
We
I'll
should
buy you
get
something.
together.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes.
Okay, good. Everybody got it now, or what am I doing?
Yeah, no,
Yes, thank you.
yeah.
Okay, thank you, Veronica.
Okay.
Thank you,
You
Veronica.
should be my technical
welcome.
advice. Okay,
Everybody, thank you so much. I have to go
thanks,
to
Phaedra. I'll see you next
Bye,
week.
Phaedra.
next week. Okay.
John, let's do it.
I need to go. I'm sorry, I need to go.
Okay, Carol. It's
soon.
okay.
I'm
Okay.
losing my audience.
Oh, we're already, I didn't even realize it was 5 o'clock. I'm just having such a good time. Okay, bye, Beryl. Okay, John.
No, I'm saying I need to do mine now because I have a
Oh,
class.
do it.
Okay, well, I'll
Sorry,
Mute.
John. You'll go after Beryl. Oh, is that okay? Okay, okay, let's do it.
You all know it's early in the morning here.
I do.
Yeah. And
We
I have to
know.
go,
And you just had an earthquake, so,
and I have to go to work soon.
oh my God.
It's the beginning of my day.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna make it a little bigger. I did,
Yeah.
I did a rewrite
Of what?
of a song that I did the first week, I guess, called Distant Shores.
Mm-hmm, I remember that.
Um,
These rewrites are good. I'm gonna make this a permanent
yeah,
assignment.
I
now.
rewrote this like twice.
Good.
Um,
I've rewritten songs 15 times. I've driven people crazy.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay,
So, did everybody see this?
beautifully.
Okay. The name of the song is Distant Shores, and we talked about the title.
Uh-huh.
Introduced it. Okay, so I had a question though about putting the title. I usually put it at the end of the verse, but I tried doing it at the beginning. And so we'll just see what happens.
First of all, I call it the A section. I hate to do that, but I call it the A section, and you can either do the first line or the last line of the A section.
Yeah, so I just thought I'd live dangerously and do the
But it's
first line.
dangerously like unforgettable. That's what you are. My funny Valentine, plenty.
Yeah. Okay, so let me just start. I'm just going to read it. And How do we reach across distant shores, sipping cocktails in LA at the beach, dancing in the night under stars outdoors? I met you at last. Now I'm out of reach.
Mm.
How do we reach across distant shores? What happened to us in LA at the beach? I'm sorry I left, but my heart was yours. Went back to Tokyo. When will we meet? B section. Go. That spark comes back when you talk to me. We're right on track because we're both are free. So be my light, shining day by day. Let's hold on tight and we'll find a way. Years have gone by, but it still feels new. Yes, the days fly while thinking of you. And back to the A sections.
Mhm.
We reach across distant shores, hold on to love without even a touch. Fly to Shibuya, hug me at my door. Darling, come by plane. Oh, it's not too much. How do we reach across distant shores? You're in my house. Should we ever let go? I know this, I believe deep in my core. Don't go back to LA. Let our love grow.
It's good. It's much better.
Mm,
Okay. I think your bridge is too long.
okay, I
The
can.
spark comes back when you talk to me.
And I added this one in and I can take out this one because it was just kind of,
What?
the
What?
last gone by. I just kind of threw that one in because I was thinking 2 was just too short. So,
No, it's not too short.
okay,
I like that and we'll find a way because it's that hopeful end of the.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so just get rid of years have gone by. Yeah. Yeah.
gotcha.
Sparkling vibes when you talk to me. We're right on track. I don't want you to run back with track. My whole thing is there's too much rhyming. The spark comes back when you talk to me. Or when you touch my hand, I feel, I don't know, something, but I don't like tracking back. No, you don't need to
Gotcha.
rhyme. Give me some
Okay.
more information.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the top.
Mhm.
How do we reach across distant shores? Sipping cocktails in LA at the beach. Dancing in the night under stars outdoors. I met you at last, I'm out of reach. Good. How do we reach across distant shores? What happened to us in LA at the beach? Oh, I'm sorry I left, but my heart was yours. I'm sorry I left. My heart, but my heart was yours. Went back to Tokyo. Can't you do another place? What happened to us in LA was fantastic, but I'm
Okay.
sorry. But I'm, yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't even care if you rhyme.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay. B section we got. Let's look at the last couple of A's. Scroll. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Mhm.
How do we reach across the ocean? Hold on to love without even a touch. Fly to Shibuya home and come on all the time. I like that one. How do we reach across the ocean? I'd say now that you're here, we ever let go? Now that you're here,
Okay. Mhm.
should we ever let go? I know this. I know this to the bottom of my core. I
Right.
know this to the bottom of my core. Don't stay here with me and let our love grow. Something.
Okay. Gotcha.
Something like it. But it's really good. Better.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
everything's been better. Every rewrite's been better, and that's good. Okay, Beryl. Thanks.
Thank you.
Rewrite it
yeah,
one
that
last time for next week, and then do
Stay
that.
safe.
Yeah, that was what I
Stay
needed.
safe, Beryl. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Let's go.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Oh, and then we've got Yuka too. Okay, I'm fine. I'm cool. Okay, John.
Are you good? Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm happy.
See if I can successfully find my files this time.
Okay, do your
God, I
best.
practiced this shit and now I've lost it
Well,
again.
I get nervous whenever I have to do screen share, and I've been doing it now for like.
Yeah, but we practiced this. What the? Oh, I know why. I have to click share.
That's it.
Okay, hang on. Hold on. We're almost there. I swear to God.
I believe you.
Okay, this is
What
it.
did you do?
I rewrote the song I had for last week, my Frank Sinatra song,
Cool.
and I've been working on the melody today.
Ooh, good.
Well, I've been working on it for days, actually. But you know, I looked at this and I thought, oh fuck, Mark's gonna say, oh, there's too much rhyming, because there's a shitload of rhyming in it.
Okay, well, that's my theme today, so maybe you're right.
Let me see if I can sing it for you.
Great.
To be perfectly frank, you're the best. You forever outclass all the rest. You are always a star, whether you're near or far. You know I don't say that in jest. To be perfectly frank, I'm in love with your voice, heaven sent from above. You sure know how to swing, and when you start to sing, your style simply fits like a glove. Your love life's the vision of plenty. So many are swayed by your charms. Men admire from afar, 'cause wherever you are, your prowess is something to envy. To be perfectly frank, you're the top. Your voice is the cream of the crop. Your technique is so smooth and it's right in the groove. We don't ever want you to stop. No, we don't ever want you to stop. Boom. I have to say, I was so happy because I thought I finally wrote a song. I have not written a song that I didn't throw away since I was in high school. So,
Fantastic.
I mean,
No, I like your melody. I think perfectly
it's a big step forward for me. I just want you to know that.
That's all the rest. Okay, so John, I like the melody. I like a lot of your lines. I think they're good. Your lyrics fit the melody just great. I'm giving you all the positives because I'm going to say one thing. So,
Sure.
okay, so the thing I want you to do, I like personally, I'll go through everything. I like your first A is great. To be perfectly frank, I'm in love with your voice. Okay, sent from heaven above, heaven sent from above. That's a cliche. Now, cliches aren't bad. We do a dance when we're writing songs. Songwriters do a dance between what we expect to hear and what we don't expect to hear. So I want you to make a little more what we don't expect to hear. So
Okay.
maybe you like angels who live up above, like just change it a little bit.
All right.
And then maybe you can get away with you're the best when you sure know how to swing, and when you start to sing, your style simply fits like a glove. I know you're rhyming above, and that's a tough rhyme. Enough. I would keep that rhyme. I'd work on the heaven sent from above and maybe the swing sing line.
Okay.
Make it a little, your voice, the Nelson Riddle was, I don't know, put it, there needs to be information, with a band, when the band starts to swing, you're the voice that can sing. Yeah, just get it a little bit,
Okay.
pitch it up a little bit. Okay.
What if he included like his nickname, Old Blue Eyes?
I know
Mhm.
I did the what do you call it?
A
The
word cluster.
word cluster. I didn't use any of it because I got so, and I'll tell you why I didn't. I got so fixated on counting syllables.
Mhm.
Well, now you don't have to count syllables, just sing it to this melody.
But then trying to rhyme everything, that I sort of threw that out.
Well, okay, you just made me happy. You just said something that's made me happy. To be perfectly frank, you're the best. You forever outclass all the rest. You are always the champ when you go to don't rhyme the lines 3 and 4. You're rhyming best, rest, and jest. Don't rhyme 3 and 4.
Okay.
Give yourself a break. Put in more information.
Okay.
That's one way to go about it. I'm giving you all options.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Sometimes we put ourselves in too much of a corner. We got to do this. So don't. It's more important you say stuff that's interesting and tell us about Frank.
Right. Okay.
Like smooth and groove. Your technique is so smooth, like a crooner who's I don't know. That's a way to get out of that trap. Maybe
Okay.
don't run. I don't want to, but I like it. Okay.
I'm just really, I swear to God, I am so relieved that I got that out. You have no idea.
Well, it's good. And I want you to work on it.
All right. Yeah, but you have good notes because I realize it's not particularly sophisticated in terms of.
Specific. It's not particularly specific.
Okay.
So, you could, like, to be perfectly frank, you're the best.
Now that I have a kind of a rough melody and more of a structure, I can more easily play with it.
Yes. Okay, good. I'll let you go. Have fun with it. Great, John. Thank you. I'm so glad this is an achievement. This is wonderful. Love it. Yuka, let's do it. And then we'll do Ariana, we'll do one more of your songs and then we'll call it a day. Who knew? Okay. I like Who Knew. Okay. Do you have a melody, Yuka? I seem to remember you did. No? It doesn't matter. And then you did Listen to the Colors. Take on
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you gave me a great melody line, but I still didn't put.
It's okay. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it. Just read it.
So I took your advice. I
Yes.
rewrote according to your advice. So I
Uh-huh.
got to read. Who knew?
Okay.
She had the best voice in town. Who knew she could boogie down? Who knew when she went on stage to dance, suddenly she started to sing by chance?
Great. I like
Who
that.
knew she had a great rhythm within her? Who knew she was not an amateur? Who knew she was born under the shining star? She was swinging with the piano and the guitar. People wanted to catch her show, to see the sophisticated lady grow. People heard her joyful and the sorrow through her singing and scatting. Who knew she was shy but wanted to shine? Who knew she loved to have a cheese and wine? This is the issue. I don't know if she liked cheese and wine or not.
Well, she liked to eat. We know that. But, yeah.
Did she drink a wine?
I'm sure she did.
She did.
Okay,
She
so
wasn't,
I can keep
she was
it.
religious, but she wasn't a teetotaler. No. Okay.
Who knew she was born to be the best of era? We loved her voice and her name was Ella.
That's a good imperfect rhyme. Era and Ella. I like that rhyme. This is much better. Okay, let's go through it a little bit. I'll tell you what I like and I'll tell you what I don't like. There's most of it I like. Okay. Who knew she had best voice in town? Who knew she could run them down? Did they say Boogie Down in the 30s? Did they say Boogie Down is sort of, to me,
Disco.
I don't know if that's something she could throw it down. Maybe throw it down.
Throw it down.
Throw it down.
Dance around.
What? What
Dance
down?
around. It's not a great, but
No, not dance around because you say dance. Who knew when she went on stage to dance, suddenly she would sing. She started to sing by chance. Who knew? I would Boogie Down might be anachronistic, which means it doesn't fit the era she was in.
Okay, I see.
So Boogie Down, I view it seems like the 70s Boogie Down,
I see.
Okay, who knew she had a great rhythm within her? Who knew she was not an amateur? I don't know about that. Amateur within her. It's within her. Amateur. What does everybody think? No, huh? I don't know. Veronica, what do you think?
When she went out to dance, she was an amateur? Or so you just don't like, you don't care for the word?
It was amateur hour at the Apollo, right?
Okay,
Who knew she
right.
had a great rhythm within her? Who knew she was not an amateur?
I put the regular, she was not a regular amateur. That I said.
Who knew she had a great rhythm within? Who knew she had a great rhythm within her? Who knew she was a dinner?
She was no beginner.
She was no beginner. Yeah, that's better. She
Not-
was not no. Who knew she was no beginner? She was not a beginner. She was no beginner.
Okay.
Who she was no beginner. Who knew she was born under a shining star, swinging with a piano and a bone guitar. You know, once again, if you get a melody, who knew she had a great rhythm within her? Who knew she was not a beginner? Who knew she was born under a shining star, swinging with a piano and a hip guitar, you know, or cool guitar.
And
Take out she was.
Guitar.
Yep.
Yeah, a hip
Hip.
and a hip guitar and a cool guitar and a
Hip.
guitar. I take out she was. Just put swinging with a piano and a cool guitar. Take out she was.
At the beginning of that line, yeah.
Yeah, you could. Okay, people wanted to catch a show to see the sophisticated. I like that. Lady Grow. People heard her joyful, heard her joy and her sorrow. Once again, you know, people heard her joy and her sorrow too. She sang and she scattered and she was, you know, people heard her joyful and sorrow. That doesn't quite translate to English. I'd say people heard her joy and sorrow and her sorrow too. People heard her joy and her sorrow too, through her singing and scatting.
Sorry, I'm not getting.
Maybe people wanted to catch a show to see the sophisticated lady. People heard her joy and her sorrow too. Something other line, maybe. Okay, rewrite that last line.
This rhyme? Okay.
Yeah, I like that you put she scattered because heaven knows she was the best scatter in the world.
Yeah, and then thank you so much for the Ariane suggestion.
What is our what was the suggestion?
Yeah, Ariane
scatting.
suggested the scatting.
Yeah.
Scatting.
Who knew she was shabby, wanted to shine? Who knew she looked? You know, maybe what I don't like about that line is it sort of comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I would stay with musical terms. You know, who knew she was shy, but she wanted to shine? Who knew she scattered and she was so divine? Her scatting was so divine.
Oh, that's nice.
That way you can get her scatting in.
Yeah.
Who knew she was born to be the best of the air? Okay, then it's fine.
Mm.
Good, Yuka. Her scatting was so divine. Scatting.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
great. Okay, so Ariana, do one more.
Okay.
What's this one?
It can either be the very first one,
Which one do you like better?
I have the list song, and then I have
Your
before.
first song?
Yeah, when I missed
Title. What's the title you wrote to?
Before It All Goes Crazy.
Oh yeah, let's hear that one.
Let me get it bigger.
Didn't we do this one already? You rewrote it?
I didn't do this one
Oh gosh, you know, deja vu or something.
because
I mean it.
I missed that class. Really? This sounds familiar to you?
It's to me, isn't that wild?
Where is that?
TikTok thing sounds familiar.
Trying to make it bigger.
Or just put it, yeah, that's how you make it big.
Is that big enough?
Do it to like
60?
22. 22.
Okay.
I'm old, 22. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, read it or sing it or whatever.
I have a little track for it, but maybe it'd be better if I just talk it.
Talk it, it's fine.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Before it all goes crazy, let's stay in the bed, be lazy. Before the mud hits the fan, I'll be woman, you be man, and we'll have ourselves a time. My body is yours and yours is mine. Before it all starts burning, baby, keep it on cool, keep learning. Before the match licks the fuse, I got a lesson you can use. Let's both commit to study time. Sorry, that's a typo. All-nighters at your place or mine. And this is the B. Rumors rush in from everywhere. Doom is the story they tell. We may as well kneel, lay our sins and skins bare. It's a hopeless prayer. It's all going straight to hell. Before it all goes under, come in loud and clear like thunder. Before the rain tumbles down, let's play dirty here on dry ground. Then hand in hand we'll wade to shore, or then take my hand, of this I'm sure. We'll laugh at the flood, make mud once more. Before it all goes crazy, before it all starts burning, looks like it's going under. The matches lick the fuse. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick, boom.
Ooh, I like that one. That's that could be really, it reminds me of Renee Marie.
Oh, yeah.
It really does.
Thank you.
I like it a lot. I mean, I just come up with a melody for it and let's see what it sounds like. I mean, there's a couple.
I have one.
Yeah, send it to me.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
And I'll get back to you. But I really like it. It's got a really interesting tone. I like it.
It was the assignment was to write a song and know who's speaking and who they're speaking to and set the scenario. So this was the sassy girlfriend of a very uptight kind of professor type dude, and the end of the world is coming and she's trying to get him to
Get it on.
get it out.
Boogie down.
Bang. Not a whimper.
Are you gonna play it? Do you want to play it? Okay, you can play it. Let's go. Got it. Let's do it.
Let's see.
I love that title.
It's a great title.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Before it all goes crazy, let's stay in the bed, be lazy. Before the mud hits the fan, I'll be woman, you be man, and we can have ourselves a time. My body is yours and yours is mine. Before it all starts burning, baby, keep it on cool, keep learning. Before the match licks the fuse, I got a lesson you can use. Let's commit to study time. All-nighters at your place or mine. Rumors rushing from everywhere. Doom is the story they tell. We may as well kneel, lay our sins and skins bare. It's a hopeless prayer, all going straight to hell. Before it all goes under, coming loud and clear like thunder. Before the rain tumbles down, let's play dirty here on dry ground. Then take my hand, we'll wade the shore. Laugh at the flood, make mud once more. Before it all goes crazy. When it all starts burning. Yes, it's all going under. Big time, 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 big time. Boom.
Good. The line you said learning,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of came up with before the world stops turning.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, because I think that says more. I don't know if it fits or anything, but I thought there's some little phrases that I think, and I like your melody, but I think there's a couple things like we may as well kneel, lay our sins and
Too
bare.
much, many words, yeah.
Yeah, that one doesn't quite land as well as so much of it. Okay, before it all stops burning, baby, keep on cool. Well, keep it before the whole world stops turning. Maybe before it all starts burning, before the whole world stops turning, before the match licks the fuse, I got a lesson you can use. Maybe before the whole world stops turning. I love before the match licks the fuse, I got a lesson you can use. There's a little time all night is at your place or mine. Let's both commit to steady time. All night is at your place or mine. Okay, rumors rush in from everywhere. Doom is the stories they tell. We may as well. It's all going straight to hell, and let's make a stop on the road to hell. I don't know. Let's have some fun on the road to hell, or I don't know. It's like seeming. Let's have some fun before the whole thing. Let's have some fun before the hell. Something like that. Something.
Mm-hmm.
I really like it though, Ariana. It's good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you have a piano player you work with?
I'm trying to find one now.
Now, where are you?
I'm in Georgia, in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Do I know anybody in Atlanta? The only person I know in
Oh, I
Atlanta
just-
is
Yeah,
what?
I just met a piano player last week. And he's a piano player and singer around, and he said, work with me. And I also met a guitar player who said he would work with me, help me get some things down.
Okay, so what you need to ask them is, send me a couple of things you've done. Send me some MP3s.
Mm-hmm.
And pick the one who's the better writer.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. So in the old days, I would have to spend a whole day with somebody before they play me something. But nowadays you can say very innocently, send me an MP3. I'd love to hear what you do. Send me 3 songs. And then you're going to hear it. And whatever they send you, that's the best they're going to do, or they wouldn't send it to you.
Right.
So if it's not good, don't work with them.
Right. Gotcha.
That's my little, and there's plenty of, Atlanta is a music hub. So there's plenty of good people in Atlanta.
Absolutely. Yep.
All right, that's my little advice. Okay, everybody. Yeah. Any other final words? I'll see y'all next week. Okay, Yuka, we're gonna meet.
Yeah, we're gonna meet 3 of us.
Pangea. Okay, sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Mark,
Good
what's your email address, Mark? Did you put it
M-Wink
here?
Music. I didn't put my, oh shoot. mwinkmusic@gmail.com.
Wink.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure, Ariana. Bye-bye.